Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another weekly live session of the Love Wisdom, where every week's a different topic gets channeled and guided with my guides as a team to put together this somewhat of an ad hoc presentation and forum. And so, just to share, this is the Sacred Heart Awakenings group. And thank you all for being here, those who are live and those who are watching in the future. Even if you're watching in the future, you're present. So I speak to you as if you're here now, because you are. And that is the present moment. And this week's Love Wisdom, I would like to share about the most powerful way to manifest. And towards the end of the video, I would like to share the 5 powerful, sacred, powerful keys in manifesting or unlocking your manifestation power within you. And right after that, sharing the 5 keys, I will also share a bonus key right towards the end as well. So stay tuned to hear these powerful messages that have been especially designed for you. So this week, not only is it the week of the new moon energy, I've been feeling a very strong energy about manifestation and the law of attraction. And so that's why this week, in this Love Wisdom video, I would like to talk to you about the manifestation and the laws of attraction. And every new moon energy, of course, is all about manifestation and starting anew. But what makes this week even more powerful is what I've been feeling and tuning in is that we've also are entering a new cycle of an autumn, the season, the fall season is about to start next week. And we have some planets still in retrograde, especially the Mars is still in retrograde. And it's going to be in retrograde till November. And as I mentioned in many of my videos and writings, that when the planet goes in retrograde is really about going inside and going within. And I would say that almost all the planets have been retrograde this year of 2020 because we are building the foundation inside of us. We are expanding more so inside. And as we expand, we have to start releasing a lot of the cycles and the patterns from past lives, from our ancestors, from who knows where they come from, like maybe projected from others as well. That may also be from karmic ties too. So there's a lot of clearing and releasing going on. And feeling, the energy, for example, like going in the West Coast, there's been a lot of the fire that's, been on the lands. And by the way, sending so much love energy for those who are impacted, that you are safe and you're well and protected in so many ways. But the whole fire has been a symbolism of the transmutation. So there's been a clearing of the old, or the old masculine way, which is more of a aggressive, looking at the dark side of the masculine, being too aggressive or too controlling, or just being too competitive. So there's been a resetting going on, a clearing of the land, in other words, to set the space and the energy to allow more of the divine feminine energy also to flow in. So I've been feeling a lot of this divine feminine energy flow. It's almost like the divine mother energy. It's more of a gentle but yet powerful with manifestation. And we were very empowered in the month of August with the Leo energy, as we got the Lionsgate portal energy and some activations in us. And now we are stepping in with a new codes of divine masculine, or the more aligned, the light of the divine masculine, which is about building structures and using the divine feminine energy to assist with those structures coming together. So hands together, when they're in union, they're working together, you produce what is manifestation. And we are manifestors. We have the ability to manifest. So I want to talk a little bit about manifestation. Manifestation, you could consider as a spiritual tool. It could go as either light or dark. So it's really how you use it for the highest good of all, the highest good for yourself and the highest good for all. And it makes me think of the movie. It's not a true story, but it's one of those like kind of those fiction movies. But I found it humorous because it was called Bedazzled, because it was about it was a woman who was really like the devil and was asking, made a pact with somebody about making some wishes to manifest things in their life. And of course, when he would ask for the manifestation, they would, if, for example, like he would say, I want to be the most powerful man in the world, he would be turned into this drug lord. So I think that the message is also with manifestation is how we are able to use the manifestation tool to be in alignment with the highest good. So the message behind the lesson learned behind it was that it was more about using it with a selfless act and thinking about how it impacts all those around you in your life, in your community, and the world and humanity. Now, I've talked a lot about the children, and I have been feeling a lot of the energy of the children, maybe because of all the things that have been coming up. But I've been feeling how important it is now for us to really start grounding and really start making the changes in us so that we can assist future children. And this also includes myself too, because what we do, even if you have children or you don't have children, it impacts the future of the children, right? For example, like the choices we make for an environment, or the choices we make in certain systems, or what we're doing now in building and impacting, it all just impacts the future of those children. And it impacts all of us in the community, the world, humanity, etc. And so it's just like this boomerang energy that goes around a cycle. So it's very important to know about and understand the laws of attraction and manifestation. And speaking of law of attraction, speaking from a movie based on a documentary, there's another good example movie. It's called The Secret. And I don't know how many of you have seen this movie. If you haven't, I recommend it. It's actually really good about the law of attraction and manifestation. And it talks about how thoughts also can influence so many things around us, and influence, impact, everything around us. Is really a powerful message behind it, used with some examples, and they mix some of the scientific proof as well. So that's what I love about the movie, is how they combine the science, the mysticism, and ancient wisdom into it all, into a film and to a documentary. So I do recommend it. So getting into the 5 sacred powerful keys of the manifestation to unlock your own power of manifestation, I want to just now run and share with you these key steps or key tips. 1, it's when you're in alignment with joy and excitement, when you're with your highest excitement of what it is that you want to create in this life, then you will attract that into your life. It's like this huge energy force of energy that it's about the joy energy, which is like love in action, and everything's energy. So the minute that you shift, everybody around you feels it. So if you're in this joy vibration, it just automatically, the universe starts to bring in that more energy of others with that joy vibration to your life. So if you want to just like think about what it is that you're trying to manifest, and you think of it with the highest joy and the highest excitement, then that's one powerful way to really start to unlock your manifestation. And number 2, being present, being in the now moment. So not thinking about the future, when is this going to happen, or in the past, when I thought about this, this didn't happen. So just being present and being in the moment of things, and not really getting too much into this fear energy of the future, fear energy of what happened in the past, but just being present. And when you're visualizing, and keep it focused and present and grounded. And number 3 is letting go. So letting go of the control. And at times we're thinking, it happens that you want to create this reality now, and you're wondering what is taking so long. Why isn't this happening right now? Why isn't this manifestation happening if I keep telling the universe that this is what I want, this is what I want to create? Well, that also forms a level of attachment that it becomes unhealthy for you, and it becomes unhealthy for everything else around. So it produces this energy of being stuck in that energy. So the minute that you let go of the control and just flow into this divine timing. And this is what I've been feeling with the energy right now. It's about divine flow. So the divine flow of feeling trust, that knowingness that this is going to come to you when the timing is right. Now, if it doesn't happen, doesn't mean you get frustrated. It just means that it may not be in alignment with your own soul purpose and your own soul mission on this earth. And again, it's about just surrendering to it, surrendering to the divine, surrendering to the universal energy, and just going with the trust. It's like, I like to use the analogy, if you're in a river, for example, let's say you're holding on, the river is going through a certain flow, certain direction, and you're trying to hold on to this branch because you're afraid of what may come, that you don't know where the river is taking you. So at that point, it's really just letting go and just going with whatever the flow is. And the flow is the current of energy of the universe. So we go with the current of energy of the universe. That's when things in magic happen, where things are synchronized and they just realign themselves in the perfect divine timing. That's when you know that you're in alignment with your soul purpose and your divine mission. It's when things just flow naturally in. It's like little pieces of puzzles coming together in the right moment, the right time, and everything just feels more alignment with harmony and balance. So really, it's about just letting go of that control and just letting it be. And number 4 is visualization. Now, visualization is a part of meditation as well. But if you really use the visualization to really stay focused in the highest timeline, let's say the most positive outcome of what it is that you want to create, and maintaining it there. And if you add step number 1 to that one, and you put it with joy and excitement, then that also just produces that energy of that manifestation, unlocking that power within you, or the manifestation. And you create, things that you just visualize how the outcome would look, not just for you, but all around you, that you see others as well benefiting from this outcome that you just created. Because that visualization really starts inside of you, in your own thoughts, and how you produce it and visualize it, and setting the highest timeline. And so I also emphasize a lot about doing the collective group, because this works at an individual level, but when we all come together collectively and we visualize the highest timeline for the world and all humanity, we also heal the world and help establish a much stronger, positive outcome of a timeline for all of us. And of course, as you heal, you also heal others, and you also help others. There's so many ways, energetically, or just being a role model and inspiration of, some courage, for example, that you have just overcome some challenge. There are so many ways that you can heal so many others, and that you make a difference around you as you begin to heal. And so that was visualization for number 4. And number 5, it's about gratitude. So gratitude is a very strong energy force of manifestation. So even if you don't have the things that you have, you can use gratitude to say, I'm grateful for being abundant. And if you're not feeling it, or you're not seeing it around your life at the moment as your own reality, just keep saying it anyway and feeling it, that you are abundant, that you are beautiful. And to say, being grateful for the abundance, I'm grateful for my own beauty. And of course, be grateful for the things that you have, because the more you're grateful for those things that you have, the more that you will attract. But of course, be grateful for the things that are bringing you harmony, bringing you love and balance, and so many other things. For example, like be grateful for having a home, be grateful for being safe, be grateful for having your health. And there are so many reasons to be grateful about. And if you're feeling stuck as to not knowing what to start with or where to start, then start journaling and writing down those items that you feel grateful for at this moment. And that's how you start. And then you can also use the gratitude energy for the things that you want to manifest in your life. So these are 5 powerful sacred keys. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes with patterns and so forth. So it is very important that you also take care or manage your energy inside of you before also trying to apply some of these manifestation tools. Because as I've learned through my personal experience, that I've done a lot of manifestation in the past, but what happened was that I didn't clean up my internal house well, and so I was attracting what was in my house at the time. For instance, like my marriage, and I kept doing a lot of these of the gratitude with saying that I'm grateful for my husband, but what I wasn't really focused on was really cleaning up my own patterns, just to share my vulnerability. But that's the truth, and that's why I'm here sharing this message with you, to manage the energy within yourself as well when you're doing the manifestation, and just really knowing, being as specific with the manifestation that you can, but not too specific and not too like overly general either. So at some point, like, keep it balanced enough so that, and also do the energetic work inside of yourself to clean up the house inside of you. With, when I say clean up the house inside of you, it could be the temple, because I've said that our body is like a temple that holds the soul. So we clean up inside of us in our own temple and repatternize ourselves to really realign ourselves with the flow of the energy of the universe, because we are universal beings ourselves. And so that's why I offer, as a limited space for those in the Sacred Heart Awakenings group, a spot for Sacred Heart Awakenings breakthrough sessions for those who resonate and are really ready to make some changes and quantum changes in their life. And just go to my website and click apply to the application. And I look forward to hearing from you about that. So I just wanted to share that, it's a vulnerability for me to share a lot of the things that I share from my personal life, but I share them to be as a loving messenger and a guide to also help you and helping make those transformational changes, especially with those who have gone through certain like heartbreaks or loss in their life, and they're really ready to make those alignments in their life. And then my website also, if you haven't noticed, there's a free gift there that is titled How Your Heartbreak is a Spiritual Awakening in Disguise. So if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. So I also mentioned that I was going to talk about a bonus sacred, powerful key to help unlock your manifestation, and that is affirmations. In affirmations, you could apply some of the powerful steps that I just discussed, the previous ones, to the affirmations. So one of the things that I do is that I combine joyfully and grateful in my affirmation, and to make it into a manifestation. And for example, I am joyfully grateful for being abundant, and I'm joyfully grateful for being beautiful, as an example that I share with you. So you're putting yourself in the energy of joy and the energy of gratitude, and you're combining them, and you can use the step of the visualization, the step of letting go once you visualize it, and then just being present and in the moment. So now you've integrated those tools, and you can be creative with it, and making and unlocking the tools of your own potential, of that manifestation power within you. And we are all fully capable of doing, because we are creators in our own way, and we are manifestors, in other words. And it is our divine right to be in alignment with love, to be in alignment with joy, to be in alignment with happiness. And we ourselves can create that reality in our lives. And so much love to all of you, and power to making the manifestation happen in your life for the highest good of yourself, and the highest good of all humanity and the world, Mother Earth, and everything, and the future of the children who are yet to come, who are here now, who are the young kids in our planet, who are the star seeds of the future, and are going to bring big changes in this life. And that's why it's important that we work on ourselves and create a space for these children to be able to come here. There's still a lot of, the polarity going on, and, playing with the shadow and the light. And, but that's the work that we signed up to do here now on Earth, and to really transform this planet. And you can do it, individually. And when we come together collectively, we produce an even stronger energy force here for this planet, and for everybody who's impacted. But not just on the planet, it impacts the entire universe. So it has like a rippling effect of energy throughout the universe, what we're doing here on Earth. So it is an honor, it is a privilege to be here, to be as light workers, to be the star seeds, the leaders in the forefront, to be these divine warriors of really setting yourself and bringing in more love, more joy, and more balance. Because the balance really starts within our own heart and what we're doing. So thank you so much, all of you, for watching and being here and being present, for being a part of the Sacred Heart Awakenings group. And I am very grateful for each and every one of you. Sending you so much love. Take care, and bye for now.